into Professor X.
You know, he's an honorary Hispanic person now.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Shay's girlfriend? Oh, I don't want to. Am I allowed to say that?
What,
Shay has a
that you're
girlfriend.
Hispanic?
Yeah, that she's Hispanic?
Yes.
And that you're an honorary Nicaraguan?
Yes, I am.
So for real?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm learning Spanish to be more part of the culture because everybody speaks Spanish and doesn't speak English. But
Nice.
everybody loves me because I try, and that's the best that they get from white people usually.
Fuck.
It's a really, really low bar.
Sounds like it.
So,
No, that's cool.
welcome back to the show. We've got our guest here today with
Boo,
us,
Josh.
Matthew from the band Golden Terra. Great fucking band. They're here
Thanks.
from Houston.
Yeah.
Seen them a couple times. They're a cool band. He's a
Nice.
good friend of mine. I've known him for a few years now. I'm only saying this because the first guest we had, we didn't introduce. So now I'm trying to make sure that we introduce him because, like, just like, God damn it.
Will you stare disappointingly at him for like half the episode?
Just like
I
Rob.
will.
All right.
Okay.
I was booing you, by the way, Josh.
Yeah,
Just-
you can't see me.
Rob can or
Nobody can see me.
Hey,
what?
peekaboo.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Where the fuck
Dude, I
is
play
Shay?
peekaboo with Buddy, and I'm like, I
I
feel
hear him, but I
so-
can't see him.
Who?
Shay.
Oh,
Where the fuck is Shay?
Buddy, why don't you
We
go
don't
hang out
need
with
him on
him
the
over
pod.
there?
I'm like John Cena.
John Cena!
I
Oh, man.
I thought you guys weren't gonna do that bit.
Damn it,
Yeah,
dude.
we
He heard that
promised.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since we it's been since we did that episode.
No, I think we did it like 3 times in a row.
Or that
We did it for the first 3 or 4 episodes.
And we
It was the
don't-
one with Alex, the guest that we didn't introduce.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
that
the
one.
one I heard last night.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, man.
so where do I actually go to find the podcast? Because I've never listened to it.
what podcast?
Not this one, right? Hopefully not.
Just better ones, good ones in general.
Good ones. There's not Shout Engine.
Not Shout Engine.
That-
okay.
correct.
That's not where you find it.
Yeah, no, not at all. How did you listen
We're
to
on
it?
the iTunes.
Not at Shout Engine.
What app did you use? Oh, okay, okay, all right, okay.
God damn it! You made him explain it.
Because I'm trying.
I mean, we're hosting
What
on
an
Shout
ass.
Engine. Why are you being such a dick about them?
Well, no, I'm not.
The host is not here to make people feel like shit.
I love Shout
Shay,
Engine. I
you're
think they're
now-
We're
great.
gonna get kicked off.
Nah, it's fine.
You're
We're
now
on Apple.
King Podcast or Prime Minister, however we've been doing it.
Prime Minister.
Minister. This is not Parliament.
He's Prime Minister of the podcast.
That reminds me of the It's Always Sunny episode where they flash back to the 1800s. And it's like they re-crack the Liberty Bell, and Dennis and fucking Mac are just like, and these American dudes just come up and they're like, and you're like, whoa, holy shit, and then they just beat the shit out of them. Oh, it's such a great episode.
It's because, for those of you who don't watch, they were dressed up like British royalty, with like the powdered face.
If you don't fucking watch It's Always Sunny, you should end it right now. It's such an incredible show.
I do love that show.
That is
Oh
a
shit! I
really
was
good
gonna
show.
I forgot to tell you. I've been watching Impractical Jokers.
Yeah,
I
it's
went
great,
on.
right?
I went on.
Those
Yeah,
fucking
it's
guys.
awesome.
Is it Heath
makes
Ledger or is
you,
it that new one?
Like hilariously uncomfortable.
I
for a
know.
lot of
That's
it.
exactly how I was gonna describe it. It's so funny, but you're just sitting there like, I love it.
I used to work at this Japanese sushi restaurant, and the manager always had that shit playing. So I would like, it wasn't like a normal restaurant. Like, it was really small, just like a mom and pop kind of operation.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
And so I didn't have to follow like stupid ass rules or anything. Like, it was
Right,
relatively
yeah.
chill. I'd come in the morning and it'd be dead, and I would just be fucking sitting there watching
Impractical
Jokers.
Jokers. It's a great show, man. I downloaded legally downloaded all 5 seasons and just like I've just been powering through
Nice,
it.
nice.
Because I've been on this weird binge because like I haven't been able to sleep because of this construction. Because I'm right next to this gate and that's where they park their dumpster. So yeah, every morning at 7 or 6:45. Yeah, that's all I fucking do. So I haven't slept for more than like 4 hours in weeks.
How many?
And so I've been on these weird YouTube kicks, and I went down and like watched every Impractical Jokers video on YouTube and downloaded them, and have just been like pounding. I watched like all of Blue Bloods and How to Get Away with Murder. It's been weird.
Yeah.
It's been fun though. Blue Bloods is a great show.
No, it's not.
Tom Selleck is incredible.
I'm-
And Donnie Wahlberg,
Mark.
way better.
Everyone thinks he's better than Mark.
He's a better actor.
Come on, man.
He has better roles. It's incredible.
I don't think I've ever seen that
Dude,
or
he...
like know anything about Mark
Donnie?
Wahlberg. Yeah, Donnie Wahlberg.
Do you know anything about Mark Wahlberg?
You ain't seen Wahlburgers?
Not a whole lot.
You don't know about Marky Mark, bro?
Oh yeah, no, I know about that.
I can educate you on Marky Mark.
You don't know about a business? We make burgers for a TV show. I fucking lost it. Fuck!
We're gonna have to edit that out because
No, that's good. That's
No,
comedic
you
gold.
can't
right
do
there.
that.
That's not.
That's perfect. That's what the listeners want.
We have well-defined.
You
Look
are
at me.
welcome.
Look at me, Shay. I can't
I
see
am
you.
the captain now.
We have well-defined rules for this podcast. There's
They're
a constitution.
in the Buddy Boys amendments.
In the Buddy Boys manual, Article 6, Section 5.
Section 69.
Yes, like every other thing. Actually, the whole Constitution is under Section 69.
42069, blaze it.
I forgot where we were.
Guys, I can't read.
Tyler hasn't even been drinking, and he's just like, I don't remember where I was going
Dude,
with that.
I've been hitting the Dr. Pepper pretty hard, so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ooh.
Shit, man.
Dude, the bottled Dr. Pepper
23
from
flavors?
from fucking like vending machines is the best.
Maybe I should put a little tequila in this.
You can. There's fucking ice.
No, because you
tequila
don't
in
have
there.
any tequila.
No,
I do. I literally
absolutely
do.
works. Working at Taco Bell, yeah, Dr. Pepper and tequila works.
Do you have margaritas, Josh? Do you have margaritas?
Shut your goddamn whore mouth.
You have tequila. That's all you need, right?
Yeah, that's all I need for fucking margaritas.
Margaritas are just
This bitch
mini
now,
shots of tequila.
We've already told Shay and I told them this when they got
Okay.
here.
Yeah, that's
good.
what makes it funny.
God
Good.
damn it. I had
Did you tell him I was like, hey man, I want to drink something. You're like, I don't. And then he's just like, and then Shay spilled the beans. He had this nice scotch, and I was like, oh, I'd like to try it. And then there's tequila sitting up there. I'm like, what? He's like, the cheap ass tequila, and I'm like, you said he had no liquor.
Did you get like plastic bottled tequila?
Did you
No,
have
it's shitty though. It's like bottom shelf.
Did you get a lobotomy recently? Like, what explains you?
Did I get a lobotomy? No, I've just always been dead on the inside, so you know.
Well, I'm joining you, so I feel pretty good.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Same.
Support our troops.
Yes.
Little stormtrooper. That's so
Stormtrooper right
lit.
here. Yeah. Oh, that's what that is.
I
I thought that
refuse
was a
to
pilot.
support troops. Libertarian stance.
All right, Dave Smith.
I just
Fucking
got
idiot.
back in town on Monday from Florida. I went to Universal out there.
Have you ever been?
And Disney and all that shit.
I've never been there since
Just
they've done the
got
Star
back.
Wars.
I meant.
You
Yeah,
stupid
well,
motherfucker.
Previous to that, I had only been when I was like 9 years old.
Okay.
So this was my first time going as an
That's what I
adult.
meant. I'm on the artistic spectrum. What can I say?
The artistic spectrum.
Yeah, my mommy said I'm on the artistic spectrum.
He's really good at art.
That's worse.
I am really good at art. to
I'm
be
lying.
fair.
You're not.
Aw.
I've seen your painting. It looks like a
Aw.
third grader.
I don't.
Paint.
I finger paint, you bitch.
Yeah. Oh, so
Hey, man.
kindergarten. Whatever. It's evolved. It's evolved significantly. But I haven't been to the Star Wars Disney.
Yeah, I haven't either. I went when
Like-
I went 3 or 4 times when I was a little kid, but they didn't have anything cool outside
Well,
the Lego thing.
It's still not that cool.
It's really
Yeah.
not.
They're-
Okay.
Well, I mean, they're building rides right now that are gonna be like ready later in the year.
Yeah,
so
that's what my mom was
Like,
telling
fuck.
me because she wants us all to go. But
they do have like these cool presentations, like kind of close to the middle of the park.
So they don't even like have anything. You just
Well,
pay
they
ticket
do
money.
they have one attraction, but I was the only one that enjoyed it.
Which one was
out of
it?
5 people? It was like I forgot what the name of the ride was, but you pretty much just sit like in 5 rows of like 10 people, and then there's a screen, and you're wearing 3D glasses, and
So it's Space Mountain, but they put TIE fighters in it.
no, Space Mountain is the shit. What are you
the
talking
Star
about?
Wars one, it's like a 4D thing. I know what
Space
you're talking
Mountain
about.
sucks because I
here
fucking
we
broke
go.
my pinky on it.
What the fuck? Did you put your hand up or
Yeah,
something?
you put your hands up. It's made for people who are 5'6" in the 50s. I'm 6'2". Hands up, pinky, fucking smash.
Pinky's out.
Oh,
Were you doing the proper roller coaster scream? Just pinkies up.
Nips
like,
out, pinky's out, baby.
I really should have gotten that picture. It's just before they take the Or they
The
take the picture.
snapshot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it loops around. It loops underneath.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Blood's gushing out around everyone behind you.
The first picture is him breaking his pinky, and the second picture is him just holding it like, blood everywhere.
They have his mouth blurred out for all
Man
the
breaks
profanities.
pinky on Space Mountain in Disney.
Well, I
It's
didn't
just the
realize
second
until the next
picture.
day that I broke it.
How
I couldn't feel it.
How old are you?
What?
How old are you? I'm gonna judge you with any answer you give me on this, so just go ahead and say it.
Well, he said he was 6'2", so he was probably...
15.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's been 6'2" since he was like...
God.
He's
10.
been 6'2" since, kindergarten.
I
He's like,
was
sub-teach.
6'2" in 7th grade, I think, and then I just stopped growing.
I wish I could see how tall you are.
He's...
Where the fuck is he?
Damn, where'd Shay go?
And he's got white boy camo on, too, so it is really hard to see him.
He does.
Yeah,
White boy camo?
Yeah, that's that lumberjack throwback hipster style you got.
I look fantastic.
I'm not denying it, but I'm just...
My mom bought me this shirt for my birthday.
For my birthday.
All right, does she love you? Does she think you're special?
No. She tells him he's on the artistic spectrum, so it's okay. He's not special, he's just artistic.
He took all the GT
My mom
classes.
said I'm special.
Dude, I can't... Oh, are we taking a break this week from D&D?
Probably.
Damn it, dude. I wanted to hear Shay's Jeff Town.
Yeah, dude,
That was
Jeff's
so
the best.
funny.
Well, if we got 2 people out, I don't see a reason to. But unless you guys really want to do something, or we can just come hang out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. We play D&D on Thursday nights. So if y'all want to just
That's
come
short
out,
for Dungeons and Dragons.
that's short for dicks.
I've always
and-
wanted to play.
In case
I don't
you're
know, I
curious.
I've done a D&D style Star Wars game once.
Ooh, we're gonna
That
play.
was
We're
fun.
We're
That's
about
what
to
we're
do
doing
that.
now.
Yeah.
We're playing this game called Travelers. Is that what you played?
No, it was another one. I forgot
Oh,
what the
gotcha.
fuck it was.
They
called.
have Ethan was
Star Wars
talking about it.
D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an official like Star Wars book.
Oh,
What they did
gotcha.
is the one we're doing is they took the Star Wars universe, like the characters and the creatures, and they made them into the Traveler gameplay system,
Oh, okay.
which is just D6. So you just
Yeah.
roll the same type of dice the whole time.
Yeah, we're just a
Ooh.
bunch of big loser nerds. Like,
cool.
I don't
My
know.
mom said I'm special. I can get away with that. Like
She's
2 more
wrong.
times.
Yeah, your mom's definitely wrong on that one, buddy. Damn, dude, you need to
Joke's
bring me
on
new
you. I've got
koozies.
2 dads, bitch.
That was good.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
We're gonna have to bleep out someone's name again.
Dad? Dude, you need to bring me those koozies. This koozie's getting gross.
You need to lick on these nuts.
All right.
Oh,
Make
that's
that happen.
nice.
baby.
So about that thing.
About licking on nuts?
Yeah. Speaking of licking on balls.
Were you licking on some balls the other day?
No, I actually had nowhere to go with this. I was just trying to cover,
Dude, I
up
was
dead
gonna
air.
say, me and Tyler do this every podcast. Tyler's been sitting over here pretty
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, we switched over.
But for
The
several
seating matters apparently.
for several episodes, Tyler would sit right here, and because I'm right-handed, I would hold shit with my right hand and kind of do this and just like look at him.
So you're telling me that you were jerking Shay off the entire time with your
Oh
right
yes,
hand?
This-
oh yeah,
I
an
actually-
invisible dick. A
I don't
big-
know if you saw this.
necessary.
If you
It's
saw
in
the
my
6th
contract.
episode.
I signed it. I have to do it. I didn't sign and say I had to like
You
it.
got to read the fine print, bitch.
Shay comes with a user's terms and agreements package.
That's for any other podcast that wants to borrow him too.
Yeah, exactly. Except now we get to attach our own buddy boys
Yeah.
addendum.
Have you picked out a logo yet?
Our logo is just Buddy's face.
No, that's ugly. I want something better.
Just make
And
a
you design
make
it.
a
I think
cartoon
it's a picture
version
of
of
Josh's
Buddy's face.
asshole for everyone to see.
Let's take a picture of it and then put it like low quality and then
We-
change
we-
it to like black and white.
We
We
could.
pixelate it, and each pixel is a differently shaded color
Of
of
my
the same
asshole.
picture of his asshole.
Oh my god.
No, it's of Buddy.
We could. It's Buddy's
Buddy.
asshole.
Let's just CGI and make him look like a Ken doll down there.
I was gonna say we could death grips it and take a picture of my dick and just blur it out. That's what they did for one of their album covers.
Really did
Yeah,
that?
we could copy somebody else. That'd be incredible.
Well, except we could
It's a
take a picture of
wonderful
Buddy's.
The theme of this
Fine,
podcast.
fine. I'm trying to take pictures of my dog's dick, and
I
you won't let
quit.
me. I quit. Does anyone need a beer?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take a beer.
So,
Give this man
Hey,
a
we made
tequila.
him drink once.
so how was your day?
Me?
Well,
As I pressed down our acoustic foam
our
using air
acoustic
quotes.
paper.
It is very
Thank
much
you.
paper.
Thank
you.
I played Far Cry 5 for a total of I think 4 hours today.
I'm pretty jealous.
Is it good? I want to play it.
So what I know is that the ending sucks giant bags of dicks. But the gameplay is fun. Absolutely.
I've just been playing Dark Souls 3 again because
So,
I'm a fucking weirdo.
Fucking love that game.
I'm on my. I'm good. I just started New Game Plus, and I'm like.
I
working
saw
through it.
they have a.
And I'm like way overpowered, so it's like.
Yeah,
Like
no.
I literally.
You're
beat-
not playing that shit right if you're not way overpowered.
Yeah,
Like, what the
I know.
fuck is the point of
if you're
playing
not
that
carrying
if
the
you're not
dragon
hella
sword of one
grinding?
hand.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm doing. I'm using the big ass claymore, and it's like plus 10. And
yeah.
I've gone into every boss because I haven't played it in so long that I don't remember exactly where all the bosses are. So like I've just gone into 3 or 4 bosses, just like oh shit, this is a boss like half health, 4 Estus, and I've just killed him because I'm like I can take 20 hits from him, and I'm just like oh maybe I'll use an Estus. I think I can take 20 more hits. So it's like I don't. It's so much fun because I can just sit and like dick around on it.
Do either of you use the hidden easy mode?
Hidden easy mode.
Yeah, the
Fuck.
spellcaster.
Oh yeah, I
You
just
play
started
as a
doing
wizard.
pyromancer.
It's the
Yeah.
easiest game ever. It's
Yeah,
like
that's true.
it goes from being a challenge to like I'm just gonna stand back 30 feet and shoot magic missiles.
I had
or
I
whatever.
had built a character where I was using like fire weapons mostly. and
Pyromancy?
pyromancy.
Yeah.
And then I was using spells and shit.
When
Yeah.
people speed beat that game, they usually go pyromancer because you can level that up and you don't have
Yeah,
to.
so
Yeah,
the thing
that's
is,
true, yeah.
wizard doing sorcery is technically easier because you get a bunch of spells really early on that are really
Yeah,
powerful,
yeah.
and they last most of the game. But
And
pyromancy,
if you can effectively like grind in that game,
Well-
you can purchase all the like some pretty strong spells early
yeah,
on, like
and
super
you get
early.
access to the sorcerer chick really early on.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is,
it's also not
fucking-
capped by your level.
Yeah, the
That's
thing
true.
is, sorcerers start in Dark Souls 3. They start with like magic missile, heavy magic weapon, heavy magic weapon, all this shit. But pyromancers start with 1 pyromancy,
Yeah.
and that's it. So pyromancer is a little bit more hard, but it's just as OP. Like that 1 fireball spell that they give you at the beginning lasts you like half the game.
That's true.
It's just that
Do
it's a little harder.
what do you guys think about? Because 3 was the one where they did the Estus flask split with the
Ashen.
the mana flasks
Yeah,
or
the
whatever.
Ashen
yeah.
flask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
I think I like it because it makes it harder, and I'm
Something burning.
something burning.
we cooking something.
They
The candle.
blew out the candle. I was like, oh shit! I
Yeah, it
thought
was-
something was burning.
Buddy's
down.
on fire again.
It's like Buddy, save the mics.
Just wandering around.
I gotta go back in there. What? Is your dog in there? No, my computer. It's in there.
Dog can make it.
Poor buddy.
He'll run out.
He has a ring of fire resistance.
Yeah.
I pissed on it before I left.
Oh. I came on him before. Oh.
Oh, that's nasty.
Actually, that's not really good at putting out fires.
It's got tons of
I would
protein in
imagine
it
so.
though. Really good for preventing breast cancer.
You might just create another consistency of nut that nobody knows about.
I feel
Oh.
lighter.
Unless somebody, I'm never.
We're
nutting
releasing this
fire.
on the internet. You realize?
No, but that's a good. That's a,
No, yeah. Excellent point.
That's a good bit though. Nutting on fire. I wonder if it. I'm gonna Google it. I kind of want to know if it puts fire out.
And now comes that section of the show where Josh does nothing but stare at his phone for 10
Well,
minutes
Shay's
while we
back
talk.
from pissing or whatever, and
Yeah.
I can be
So
quiet.
I
and
can
Shay
say,
talk.
get off your fucking phone.
God
No.
damn it! Join the rest of us.
Does semen
Kids these days.
put
You're
out?
fired, Josh.
No,
We're gonna do
I already
this on
told
my
you.
fucking HP laptop that's running
Dude,
peppermint.
the first result is how sperm could protect your home from fire.
Dude, come on the walls.
Holy shit.
So you just gotta like collect it up and then rub it all over your room.
It only
sounds
looks like the
a
paint's
long
peeling.
Oh, I'm going to Yahoo
job.
Answers, dude. I know what's up. The question is, can semen put out a fire? And the best answer is, it's usually firemen who put out fires, but, you know.
Quality.
Oh, pun, I get it.
That's
Oh,
good.
man.
Good stuff.
That was good. I love Yahoo Answers, dude.
I get it. It's a pun.
John, did you eat all of his Cheez-Its, dude?
Just about.
Damn.
Nice.
What chips are right there?
Barbecue and
Cool
blue.
Ranch?
Blue.
Blue all the way.
Yeah, let me hit them blue chips.
I know the color blue, asshole.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're dyslexic, so I mean, I don't know.
The high level education.
It's those GT classes, dude.
I got fried pickles at home.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Fuck this place, dude. I'm going home.
Buddy, get out of here, you fatty.
Why don't we make fried pickles? Eating on podcasts, that's another thing that happens.
Oh,
That
this is
sounds-
great.
Come on, man.
We only got Doritos. You know, the crunchiest chip.
I have more Doritos in the pantry.
I heard they're making Doritos that crunch less for the ladies. Is that gonna happen still?
Doritos pink.
I mean that was on the news. I'm not lying. You can look this up.
I think that was the Onion that posted that. I don't think that was real.
Look it up. Look it
It
up.
is? Are
Yeah.
they really doing it?
Lady Doritos. No, they're not
No,
gonna do.
they're not gonna do it. They were just talking about like hypothetically doing it.
There was a study that said that women don't like the crunchiness of Doritos, like the sound. So they were gonna make Lady Doritos that didn't crunch as much.
Did you see the Lady Bic?
How?
The what?
Yeah,
The Lady Bic pen?
yeah, they're
Oh.
making pink pens.
They're
and then
pink
just,
pens, and they're $13 to like the $3 regular blue pens.
Jesus.
Finally, I can write.
For those of you that didn't hear that, John's partner is here. She just goes, "Finally, I can write."
But if Doritos does make Lady Doritos, like, we'll be a consumer on this show full time.
Shane will
Endorse the
definitely
shit
be.
out of it. Give us like 10 bags for free, whatever.
Buddy Boys, the feminist podcast when it comes to Doritos.
Only Doritos.
I'm having a hard time thinking of a way to make a chip less crunchy.
I know. I
You
don't
just-
know how
you just
do
let them
that
get stale.
scientifically.
You add gummies around it. Stoner logic,
they're
bro.
like gushers, but with
Ideas.
Pringles inside.
Bro, those Pringles, those cheddar Pringles that I brought to D&D last week, no one ate any of them, and I filled me inside, and I ate like all of them that night.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was
Jeez.
awesome. They were the cheddar cheese ones, so they're like the high school ones, and I was like, they were on sale, so I just got them.
No.
If there's something wrong with eating a whole can of Pringles in one night, then I got a problem.
When was the last time you went to a candy store?
That's a lot of sodium.
Matt's thinking about our sodium levels.
A whole can of Pringles, man. I'll
That'll
feel that in my fucking artery immediately.
My answer is 2 weeks ago.
Plus, he blows all
About
those
a month
dudes,
ago.
so...
I'm a child.
Dude, have you been to the Blue? Have any of
Wait,
y'all
wait,
been
wait,
to
wait,
the-
wait. Which candy store?
The one at the mall, it's called like... At the Katy Mall. I don't remember.
Oh, I didn't know
Katie
that
Mills?
counted. I
If
thought you
you-
meant like
yeah.
a real county.
If you go
candy
again
store.
and don't invite me, I will cut you.
Go tomorrow.
I second that. I
We
can
all-
see you now.
We all have off tomorrow.
No,
Matt,
fuck
if
you.
wanna come? Let's
No,
go to the
I don't.
candy
I
store.
don't make events. I just do them.
Alrighty, I'll just go die.
I'm just Jay's gonna just pick me up wherever I am, and we're gonna go get candy.
Yep.
And we
Actually, I know a good candy store. I'm not even kidding. I actually know a good candy
Where
store.
Shay goes to lure children into his van.
That's how 8 years old I am.
That's how many 8-year-olds he's taking
man.
hostage.
We
I know
started-
a store that sells, like, what is it? Artesian root beer?
Oh yeah, but you're
bottles?
you're a root beer nerd. You're fucking weird.
I fucking love root beer, dude.
we started.
Root beer and dick. That's your thing.
But that root beer is my favorite. They specifically got like ridiculous spices from around the world to put into root beer.
What
and it tastes
about
great.
Pepsi Spice?
Pepsi Spice?
Pepsi Spice. Did
What
you ever
about-
try
What
Pepsi?
the
Pepsi
actual
Clear.
fuck is that?
That was a thing
Is
back
that
in
their,
What about
their way to
Crystal
compete
Pepsi?
with Dr. Pepper?
back
Crystal meth?
creepy
Matt
as
now?
fuck.
Dude, they brought it back like 2 years ago for
'Cause-
like just the Midwest.
Pepsi Spice was they did it like in the 90s and it was universally hated by everyone, and it was just like, I guess it was supposed to be like Dr. Pepper or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it sounds
I
like.
liked it because it was high fructose corn syrup. Like, God damn it.
I currently have a 4-pack of glass bottle Coca-Cola Georgia Peach.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa. Where?
I have no idea where it
Get 'em
came
in
from.
Georgia?
I
No,
got it
no,
at
no, no, no,
Target.
no, no. He
No.
wants to know where it is.
Like, I've never heard of it before, and it's fantastic.
Huh.
It's the best thing I've ever tasted.
My parents.
It's like peach flavored Coke?
Yeah, it's Coke with like a strong peach flavor.
Damn, every time someone
Oh,
says
nice.
Coke, I just think of cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
That's
Yeah, because we're doing it.
Snow day, bitches!
We're snowed in, motherfucker!
So my parents got that can of Coke, like the one they used to do on Christmas that had like the polar bears or whatever.
yeah.
Like
Hell
they,
yeah, those are bomb.
Yeah, they got one of those like when I was born and when my sister was born, so we have 2 of them. I figured because they're not drinkable now, like when I die, I'll just like have it in my will to pour one for homies lost.
You could probably
Hey.
sell them for
Yeah.
pretty decent money.
Not a bad idea.
Or so they can
Always.
replicate the Coke recipe after the apocalypse.
Man, I wish
That's
Coca-Cola
true.
still
Hold
had
on to this.
cocaine in it.
It's more valuable than my
Cocaine
life.
back into it. Just like,
Yeah,
just
man.
slip it in there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Shape
and-
society to your will.
dude, holy shit. What if in Tyler's will he has all these cans of Coke and it has cocaine in it, and in the will it's like Josh and Shay both have to drink all of them?
No, it's the only thing that survives the apocalypse.
Josh has a Coke problem, if you can't tell.
I really hope you make me drink all of them with cocaine in them.
I wasn't born when Coke had cocaine in it.
You were born in the 80s. The 80s was
I thought that
cocaine
was,
king.
Was it 80?
No, that was with
Oh,
Coke. Jesus,
gotcha.
man.
No, the 80s was the big cocaine
Water
craze.
cane.
I mean,
Because
In
he had
America.
late
In
70s
America.
as well.
the
but
Wall
But
Street
late
80s guy.
70s was mostly South America. 80s is when it came.
You had the Wall,
became big
yeah,
in
because he had the
America.
Wall Street 80s business guy.
You also had the Miami club scene.
And you had Aha.
and you had the band Yes.
Oh, you know I know
Yeah.
about
And Rick
Aha.
Astley. You know all of them doing cocaine. Anyways.
I
That's
think
how they got so high with the singing. They sing through their nostrils, and it's a really, really
They're
small.
not-
The cavities are just super fucked up.
Yeah, their nostrils are just like destroyed so they can sing high.
Yeah. They
I
just
thought it
sing
was
through their
good.
deviated septums.
I thought he was a castrato like Michael Jackson.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you
a
castrate
eunuch.
someone.
Oh, a eunuch.
No, a
Okay.
castrato is where you castrate someone so they can sing higher.
Michael
Like,
Jackson was definitely
the
not
Catholic
a eunuch.
Church.
He was raping little
you can-
boys.
Oh,
They're not
no.
mutually exclusive.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's specifically for music. That's like back in the old church, they would castrate
Oh.
little boys so they could sing higher for
So-
a lot of the church
Whoa.
music.
You're on board with my Michael
Nice.
Jackson theory?
Yes, of course I'm on board with your Michael Jackson theory.
It's
Of
fantastic,
course they
right?
did that.
There's no way.
my
Michael, like,
and then he wouldn't have raped little boys because he didn't grow up.
The boy had
It wouldn't have been impossible for him to rape
hella
anyone.
strength in his looks.
They actually,
I don't know,
they
dude.
actually
I
have.
think-
What were you saying?
I think
What was
Mike.
that?
Me? Oh.
So they actually have like the church put out a video where they said since they can't
Nice. There you go.
do that anymore, they have.
Is it all I
Are you
got?
finished? Are you fucking finished, Josh?
Why are you blaming me? We all did it.
Motherfucking Josh! God damn!
God damn it.
He was talking to you, Josh.
God
And you did
damn it! Quit it, Josh.
God damn it.
You can't blame Shay on this. I can see him now.
Wait. It's a.
Anyways,
Keep
they
going on the yeah.
they would give the little boys helium so they could sing higher. That's like the modern way of doing
You
it.
just said they
Well-
cut their dicks off to make
No,
it
no, I'm
sing
saying the
high.
modern way.
Oh.
Yeah, because that was
Gee,
before
was
helium.
organic.
They
Dude,
just keep a tank of
is
helium
that how the
ready.
Biebs got his rise to fame?
Yeah.
He was a eunuch.
Yeah,
No.
Jay Biebs.
Helium.
What,
Helium.
Come on, you
Helium.
can't say Biebs is a eunuch if you've seen his fucking
No,
underwear shoot.
I'm saying he's
That
been
dude has a
sucking up
giant
helium.
bulge. Oh, okay.
God damn it.
I
Michael
would've married
Jackson
him
was
direct.
castrated. Biebs had helium.
was
Go back
Definitely-
and listen to
Bro,
his
he
little kid
lived-
songs.
Do you even
it's
listen to
way
our
too
Michael
hot.
Jackson?
No.
Oh, Biebs, yeah.
God damn it,
Dude,
Josh.
Michael Jackson was definitely diddling kids.
No.
No.
He lived in a fucking
No,
kid's
dude,
playground.
we've moved on.
No.
Dude, Michael Jackson never got a childhood.
Allegedly.
He just wanted to live
Yeah,
his
but he was
childhood and have
diddling
because he
friends
didn't
that were
have-
children.
he
He
didn't
wasn't
have-
diddling kids.
He didn't have balls, so he didn't grow up.
Don't you disparage the king of pop like that?
Oh, okay.
That's how that works. Okay, so your balls are the man's source of time.
Apparently, everyone likes Michael Jackson. And
Everyone
he's a
likes
eunuch.
Michael Jackson.
I love his music, but I know he was diddling kids.
How do you know?
No, he was just having a
Don't
relationship.
blame it on the boogie.
Oh, there it is.
Allegedly.
You piece of shit. That was horrible.
He allegedly diddled kids.
You know who else I really like, dude? O.J. Simpson.
OJ didn't do it.
OJ didn't do it, dude. I've changed my mind. Fuck you, dude. OJ didn't do it.
Nah,
In
he
the eyes of the court.
totally did
Michael
it.
Jackson didn't do shit. OJ definitely did it.
Fuck you, John.
That man definitely murdered
Yeah.
those people.
Not in the eyes of the law.
He only wrote a book called
With the I did it all highlighted.
And again, none of that is even close to as funny as that video of him trying to sneak in and steal his trophies back.
This 6'4" man.
No, he's got to be bigger than that, isn't he?
I don't know. I can Google it.
I'm sure he's like at least 4 inches bigger than that. But yeah, and he's like tiptoeing, and he's got his hands out like a fucking kid trying to sneak downstairs for fucking Christmas time.
Bitch, I just want a candy.
No one's gonna hear me thump thump thump.
Oh man, this dude is 6'1", 225 pounds.
He's 6'1".
6'1"?
He's shorter than me.
He's shorter than you.
Yeah. What the fuck?
He's always portrayed so fucking huge.
Because he's got those Shaq pumps on.
Maybe this is I
He's
think
got the Timberlands. You know he's got Timbs.
yeah.
I can only imagine fucking OJ and Tim's.
He really just went to steal some Timbs. He just
Even
wanted
in
Timbs.
jail, he's still got Tim's.
And he's got his like white fucking pants rolled up, and he's like got long socks on. You know who I'm also a big fan of now?
Bill Cosby.
Well,
I kind of saw that one.
Louis
coming.
C.K.
well,
Hey,
Hitler.
Hey,
we can go there.
Louis didn't do
Hey,
do
Hitler,
anything
no.
wrong.
Louis didn't do anything
Ashton
wrong.
Kutcher.
I mean, it's a little bit questionable, but honestly, he'll bounce back.
Well,
Hitler or Louis?
And Louis is still funny. I'm not gonna divorce his
Who are
one
you talking
funny
about?
personality.
We're talking about Hitler.
Oh.
He only did like some questionable stuff, you know.
He'll bounce back.
6 million Jews, more like maybe 6, you know.
Hey,
And they probably rounded up. Let's
don't
be
cut
honest.
off of Louis.
Is that the original New York Times story that broke, like, really, it talked about 4 or 5 cases where, like, 2 of the cases consent was clearly given, 2 of the cases were kind of shady, and then one of them was over the phone. So it's like, he
Yeah.
didn't, like, really,
I'm more upset
I mean,
than...
maybe he should have disclosed that, but
over the phone, though?
So is that what he was
People
doing when he
still-
called me?
Do that over the phone?
We have
I mean,
phone sex?
he is like
No. He was
50-something,
jerking
like,
off while having a phone
He's from a
conversation.
different era.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
I mean,
not exactly
He
phone
lived
sex, but
before
that's-
there was the internet, before there was cell phones.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
but the
yeah,
thing is, I just
true.
saw a picture of young
He actually
Louis.
lived a life.
I just saw a picture of young Louis C.K. next to Doug Stanhope with his dick out in front of like Sarah Silverman
yeah.
and a couple other famous
It
female
used to
comics.
not be so PC.
It's
you could
not a
do
big-
hilarious shit.
Like he clearly had consent 2 times. There were 2 times where consent was kind of like, but it's like he just pulled his fucking dick out. Like
Yeah.
all you have to do is be like no and leave.
Like, I mean, to contrast
True.
it, Greg Chaley,
You could
Doug
just be like
Stanhope's
that.
manager, posted a picture on Instagram of him doing a naked cannonball into a pool last summer.
Well, no one wants
He
to
didn't
see
ask
that.
anyone.
And it's funny.
They all just ran in naked and bombed the party.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious. There was no
It's a
blowback
joke.
because it's funny.
Well, Louis' thing was probably not a joke, but
What?
I mean, it's
A
really.
comedian did something not for funny?
But the thing is, you also at the same time, at least this is what I've seen. I could be wrong, but I see the same people who are shitting on Louis for these things are also the same people who are saying
You can't
body
justify-
positivity and like body, and so it's kind of like. I don't know. It's this weird conundrum where it's like, if the body's not a sexual thing anymore, then why is it bad that he pulled his dick out?
I mean, your
The
cock
problem
is
that-
definitely a sexual thing.
Masturbate.
You can have your
it's just
turn.
I can literally like.
That's a sexual act.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you
Yeah.
want to argue that, we can because there's
I went
two
off track
cases.
'cause I
There's
wasn't- I'm
there's
drunk.
two cases where consent was kind of It wasn't clearly given, but it wasn't clearly revoked.
Yeah, if there's someone in
So,
Oh, come on.
That's
what kind of power does a fat 55-year-old comedian
If
have?
there's-
dollars.
Okay, I have to.
He
if there's-
lives in a fucking apartment with his 2 daughters. He doesn't spend that money and doesn't flaunt it.
Yeah,
there's
he bought
no-
a boat, dude.
Okay,
That's
he
what
did
he
buy a
said.
boat.
Bottom line, if
He did
there's-
buy a boat.
Yeah, you're rich when you buy a boat and you have to fucking maintain it. It's not like a fucking sailboat that's like, oh, you can just
Yeah,
put it
a
on
boat
the
that you have
weekend
to
and take care
maintain.
of it. No, he's got a fucking crew. Like, that's millionaire
It's-
money.
The
It's
other
still,
thing-
it's still a
multi-millionaire
consent
money.
thing. Like,
The
if
other thing
there's
that-
one problem with him not having consent, then that's the problem.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if other people gave him consent, because people are different. Sarah
I mean,
Silverman
for
doesn't give a
pulling
shit,
his dick
but
out?
some random
Oh,
person
she
on the phone-
definitely does, dude. I follow her on Twitter, and
Like-
her entire life is very pro-feminist. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I mean,
That's fine, but her whole thing is very pro. She was anti-Louis when it came out. When that story broke, she tweeted several times about like "fuck Louis." And
Oh,
shit.
yeah, she definitely turned on him immediately.
Yeah, and there's picture. I literally just saw it this morning. I'll find it. I saw this morning of this picture with Doug Stanhope, young Louis C.K., and Sarah Silverman, and Doug's got his dick out, and she doesn't want to fucking comment on that. But then as soon as another comedian, consent was kind of iffy. Then you turn your back on him for something as simple as that. Like what?
Sarah
the fuck?
Silverman kind of has a.
In the original photo, if she's aware,
Phono, if she's aware of that, then that's different.
Yeah, it's
than
not the same
if she
situation.
gives
if
consent.
it's like
I think that was the
one
part.
time you're like, yeah, that's funny if you have your dick out. Thanks for warning me. That's a like. It's
Yeah, that's
But at
funny
the
if you
same
have your dick
time,
out. Thanks
if
for warning
Louis
me.
just sits there and
But
pulls
at the
his
same
dick
time, it's like, what
out,
the fuck?
it's kind of like that's the moment where that's where you say either yes or no, and that's the issue in question because yes or no wasn't clearly said.
Wait, when he was on the phone jerking off?
it's a no.
So,
How is
Because
that?
how
true?
is she gonna know when he's
That
on the
doesn't
phone?
make
Yeah.
any
the phone
sense.
thing was definitely over the line.
The
Yeah,
phone, the
no,
phone
that's-
part is the only
that's
thing I
kind of-
really have issue with. 'Cause if
That's
it's-
I'm the
wanna
opposite.
support
Like, who the fuck
Louis.
cares if you're over the phone? You can't see his dick. Like,
Okay,
so wait, do
but-
you jerk
but-
off while I talk to you on the phone?
So,
maybe.
here's the
God
thing.
damn it, Josh!
That's
I'll see you in
nasty.
court, you bitch.
Here's the thing. I think
I'm
we've seen
boycotting
it,
your podcast.
we've seen it hundreds of times before, and I'll even be part of this.
Shay's dick. Yes, we've seen it
Oh, I've
several
seen
times
Shay's
before.
dick several times, dude. We
Some
can go there.
You have
people do
consent from
despicable things,
no
but they're
one
not
in this room.
despicable people.
I've heard
Well,
those
the
first
other
two
thing,
podcasts.
the other thing
That's
so,
where I was going with that.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. He's not a bad person.
It doesn't make him completely negligible. It does. It is a like a misstep on his part. But
And I hope he bounces back too, because he is
who
funny.
hasn't
He's
made
going to bounce
mistakes?
back.
And I'm not exonerating him, and I'm not making excuses for him. But I am saying I have made mistakes before, and I'm sure other people feel the same way.
I'm perfect.
the other thing about
but
Louis
I can
that-
understand a few petty humans.
The other thing about Louis that gets me is like he's gonna bounce back, and it's weird that all this shit happens because like his first or second special on Netflix had like the N-word in it, and like
Oh yeah.
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 But
I
then
remember
this
that
comes
bit.
out and it's like, whoa!
I mean-
where's the line? I just
No,
don't
okay,
understand.
so-
Hold on. I just don't think I understand where the line is.
Yeah. Well.
So I
okay,
can say
so
the N-word
No,
on Netflix, but I can't jerk off on
Yes.
the
if
phone.
you make it funny, yes,
Yes,
stand up
yes.
Yes,
in
he
the
wasn't- he
context
wasn't
of
Jerking off on the
Straight up,
phone
like-
to get off isn't funny.
in the
dropping the
context
word.
of a
That's sad. That's
performance.
just-
I don't know. I think
where
that's
you're
pretty
trying
funny.
to speak to the audience in a way that will make them laugh and sometimes surprise them, and that's where he was going with that. Yeah, that makes sense. in the context of a private matter where you're speaking to somebody, yeah, it's a totally different issue and you totally deserve consent.
Okay, I can
That's
understand
different
that.
than
I can
speaking
understand that
a
they're
word.
very different.
Absolutely in the context of him making it funny, because that's another thing.
That's true.
Other
I'll
people
always,
said the
If he
N-word
wanted
and
to
it
make her
wasn't
laugh,
funny.
if he wanted to make her laugh, he would have to pull his dick out in person. That's still not. Otherwise, no consent.
I think I'll agree with that because I'll always stand up for any comedian's right to say whatever they want as long as it's funny. I mean, if it's not funny, then you should just not.
I mean, he defied the odds with other things, like when they were against rape jokes or whenever they were against trans jokes or whatever.
And he had an entire episode of his TV show that was all about
fucking that trans girl.
Yeah, and he had another entire episode where he's playing poker with all of his gay friends, and the whole time he's just using all sorts of shit. But it was fucking hilarious. So I'll always support a comic's right to make funny happen, even if it's not necessarily the most PC thing to say.
Yeah, you're allowed to say what you want. You're not allowed to jerk off on the phone with women.
But why?
Or in front of women or behind women.
Wait, you can't,
without
not
consent.
Even,
Next to them,
but if I'm behind them,
God damn it, John.
But
if I'm behind them, they
Josh,
can't see
no!
me.
We're not going to justify your
comedy,
habits.
please. I don't know why I'm making the rules.
That is the rule, though. I read it. I read it on the
Reddit on Reddit.
The
Reddit on
the
Reddit.
rules of the Buddy Boys.
Until they have like
I shouldn't be saying anything.
We can take a break, by the way, if you guys want.
Fuck you.
Or we can keep going. All right.
Can we just hang ourselves on the podcast?
Oh my god, dude. Okay, I was gonna
I'll
say.
go last,
do
so
it.
that way I
hold on.
can share the rope.
The last episode we just released, I named
shortest
it
one
Josh
here,
Tries
so.
to Kill Himself on Air because Shay and I do the thing, and
yeah.
it has one of our highest downloads in like. Out of like all the episodes, it's like number 2 most downloaded.
Nice.
So thanks. I guess maybe one day I will actually just do it. And it'll be our most highest downloaded
Only if you
episode.
all promise to download it.
Subscribe and donate to Kill Josh.
We're gonna start a
Started
GoFundMe.
to kill me.
If we raise $5,000, we're gonna kill Josh.
If we raise $100, I'll kill myself on the podcast.
I say we start a Kickstarter to buy Tyler a motorcycle.
I don't think Tyler needs a motorcycle.
I don't need a
I've
motorcycle.
seen how he drives
the
that.
Windlemobile.
The what?
The Windlemobile.
The Swindle Mobile.
The Spindlemobile.
The
Dude, when it
Sphincter
spins on
Mobile.
it, it'll be kick ass.
It'll just spin around.
You'll get a big ass chopper. You have to ride it through Houston.
That always just looks so uncomfortable on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's got to be really bad.
I mean, you're basically sitting upright. Like,
Can you
can't be
imagine that
comfortable.
through Houston traffic?
Nah,
No.
dude, I want a mech suit. Like, that's my next mode of transportation.
Dude,
so I'm waiting
mech
until they come out.
suit?
Mech
It doesn't
suit.
matter. A Toyota Sienna
suit.
is going to pull out in
Okay.
front of you no matter
Japan's
where you
gonna
are
invent
or
one.
what
I already
you're
have a
in.
Mitsubishi. Maybe they'll get a conversion kit. I don't know. I don't know the future. But I
Oh,
can
so
tell
you're
you.
waiting for
Did,
them
did
to
you see
invent
the
Transformers.
America versus Japan
Essentially.
mech
Yes.
battle? It
Yes.
was so disappointing. It was awesome.
I know. I loved it, but I was also sad that it was not more epic. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I expected at this time it would be a little more exciting.
Like the other guy figured it out. He was like,
Did y'all see that they just added a new Godzilla anime to Netflix?
No.
Makes me so
No one
happy.
they
cares.
had King Kong from 2005.
I know. I've watched
actually,
it.
I
8
heard.
times.
When did they add that?
Like a week ago.
Okay, never mind. They added one before that
Yeah.
that I heard was
Speaking
god
of-
awful.
I fucking love it just because I'm a
Oh.
huge Godzilla fan.
Dude.
It sucks. Objectively, it's horrible, but I love it just because I love Godzilla.
Shut the
Okay.
fuck up.
And break.
Reinforce the fact that I'm gonna do it.
Is it murder if we antagonize him into doing it? So let's just let him do it.
No,
Make those ones.
I'll leave a note that says they didn't make me do it. I'll
Good.
exonerate you in my suicide note. So we're back. We had a nice little break. Matt's still here.
I'm still eating chips.
Yeah, we're all still eating chips. We're all still kind of munching. God damn it! I'm gonna have
I'm
to
doing
compress
sound effects
all
for the
of our
No, you're
voices
not.
so hard.
Think so?
I am gonna have to.
No.
No. You don't have to compress my
Just
voice.
do
It's
that
very
thing that
even.
great podcasts do, where they like destroy your hearing halfway through by yelling and making loud noises.
I did. I do have to say I've uploaded a couple episodes without fully listening to them to make sure that there weren't any names to beep out. So if anyone's name isn't beeped out, might be. I'm doing it now.
Well, fuck. That's
Oh.
great. I'm just gonna like not be able to get a job, but that's great.
So actually,
no, not our names. I mean like other people's names.
Sued, and then I'm gonna, end
mean,
up
I'm-
in a trailer.
have some issues.
I'm gonna have an eye patch.
oh, dude, we'll call you Scrooge.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or Splooge. Could call you Splooge. I'm 99% sure.
So my theory for upstairs, she's just poking him.
Yeah.
It's fine. He
For
barked.
the
I
upstairs
thought.
neighbors.
Well, oh yeah, his upstairs neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My theory is like, because I don't know if you've got the whole story. What I think is they're actually Japanese, and there's a third one you've never met. Their son, they're training him to be a sumo wrestler, so all he has to do is sit
yeah.
around all day, and then
training him to be a-
occasionally get up and practice his moves.
They have a
training him to
circle
be a-
drawn on the floor, and
Yeah.
they just make him eat and only wear that little diaper belt.
Yes.
In that circle, he's just.
I mean, they
sitting
set
there.
him up with like an Xbox or some shit, and there's like play games, but just keep gaining weight. They feed him like
You will be the greatest
It's like
champion ever.
fucking 6 meals a
and
day.
yeah, and they feed him like pure seal
Rice.
milk,
Seal milk.
yeah, because that's just all fat.
Yeah.
Just whey protein.
Yeah, it's just all whey protein. I'm trying to get my son jacked, bro.
This kid
we
is
go
on
to
a
the
pure
gym
GNC
every
diet.
day.
His
No
six pack
HMOs.
protrudes like 5 feet, but it's still a 6-pack.
It's a
just-
rounded.
yeah,
The
it's
only
rounded.
milk he drinks is muscle milk.
Yeah, so we don't do breastfeeding in this family. We just do muscle milk. So that's a good substitute.
Formula is just so much better for
You
them.
mix a little muscle milk with some whey protein.
Just
bro.
a little bit of Mountain Dew, just to get him
Sprinkle
going.
a little cocaine,
And
maybe some meth.
We don't need to vaccinate him because he doesn't go outside ever.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
fine, dude.
Herd immunity, just the 3 of us.
He's essentially the bubble boy.
Like
And
it.
huge.
And sumo size.
6 years old, 600 pounds, bitch, and I'm still gaining weight.
Well,
For a workout, they just roll him around in the
he's just
living
a
room.
ball.
Yeah. They just
They
bowl
put
with
him in a
him.
hamster ball.
Yeah.
He's just
Plot twist. Sometimes they use them for bowling games.
That's Bubble Boy. You
That's why
never
it's-
watched Bubble Boy?
That's why it sounds like they're bowling. They're
Yeah.
using him to bowl.
There's actually an alley in their bedroom.
Their living room's a bowling alley.
The sound you hear is them waxing it every day. So
To make sure he rolls properly.
just
I just imagine the parents with their kid in a bowling ball going, "Damn it, I didn't get that strike! You fucking bitch!" They're just beating the kid.
7-10 split, you motherfucking asshole. How am I supposed to do this? You better fucking kick your hand out or something.
You're
else I'm gonna
grounded. You
hit
have
you
to-
with the fucking hose.
You can't leave your box until you eat 13 Snickers.
I just
that
imagine
get
them hitting him with the the extension from the sink.
Cheese spray.
Yeah.
They're just hitting it.
I'm sure you can whip it if you got it long enough.
They just put candy in a fucking tree shredder and put him in front of the shredder and just blast him with candy.
I like to imagine that they
tape
just-
his mouth open so he's just
The
I
things
think
you do for success.
I think they make
Tiger
like
Mom.
because they make a smoothie out of the candy and they blend it up and they put it in one of those hamster things so he can just lick at it, so he doesn't have to move to drink it.
lives in
Up.
a
Whenever he
cage,
feels
too.
the need,
He's
he
just
just has to turn his body.
and he gets like nutrition, calories, everything.
He just lives in a cage on like dirt.
I want to believe that we're all imagining.
No, definitely.
Yes, yes.
crippling diabetes at 6.
Oh my god.
But when he grows up, he's gonna
That's
make his
it.
name.
That's the peak, bro. We
So I watched the Scientology movie this week.
Going clear?
Louis Theroux's My Scientology
That's a
movie.
really good one too. Have you seen the new TV show on HBO?
No, because I don't have HBO.
You can download it, but the chick from Going
Yeah,
Clear and
Lee
that
Remini?
one-
Is that
yeah.
it?
She made her own TV show and she directs it and everything.
I've heard it's fantastic.
Dude, no, it's gnarly.
I've heard it's better than
it's
than
fucking
Louis Theroux's.
insane.
I heard it's the best thing that ever.
Ever
What?
what?
I don't know.
Ever?
What? Yeah, just that.
Ever?
Oh, you know what? Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever.
were supposed to wait.
Are we
Hey, dude,
excluding donuts?
Wait, can we make Tyler read on the podcast again real quick?
No, there's no,
No,
books.
no.
There's no
we've
book.
done
This
that
one's
bit.
missing a page. It's not a book anymore.
We've done that
read one
bit.
of
He
these.
did not
We've
eat.
done that bit.
He did not eat this page. Look.
It's over.
No. I'm not gonna read. I'm gonna show.
Stupid.
What page was it? Was it 70 or 30?
It's 36 or
Oh, yeah.
38.
34, 35,
37. It was
36, 39.
What the fuck? Read page 39, dude.
Texas. That was a sentence.
God damn it, you fucking...
And it was in all caps.
Jesus
Or could have
wept.
said taxes. I don't know. They both of them apply.
Maybe.
It's either taxes, I don't know, I can't read.
I had a T and an X in it.
Oh, man, you're something, Tyler. I love
You did a great job, man.
Don't lick
Sorry, I
me.
didn't mean to...
Don't lick me, buddy. I'm not into dogs.
What are you looking at me like that, buddy?
Yeah,
Go
lick-
hang out
lick
with
him.
them. There's two people who loves dogs.
Yeah,
over there.
there's people that like you
Buddy,
elsewhere.
Come here.
hang yourself.
You stay here too long, I'm gonna cook you.
Ugh. Love him. What are you talking about?
I
Or if
don't
you
know.
just
What if he was a violent cat?
What if he was a ham
Doesn't
that we
matter,
got from
cats get hurt.
Walmart?
what?
What if
Oh
it
my
was
god.
a chopped ham that we got from Walmart and then we
Yes.
cooked it in
A
the
rum
oven?
ham?
That
We've just
walks
been
around?
group hallucinating because we get sprayed with LSD every time we walk into
I
this
just really
apartment.
love that I put Walmart in there and everybody was
Oh,
just
well, that
like, yeah,
explains
that's
a
cool.
lot.
Walmart
That
needs
explains
cool.
why he's a dragon.
Man, dude, I just watched. Speaking of
Sorry.
hanging, buddy, I
That's why
just watched.
Shay was invisible for most of this podcast.
I think we're all invisible. It's an audio podcast.
Technically.
I'm just a floating
uh,
head.
Speaking of hanging, I just
I'm
watched
just a
Norm
neck.
McDonald's special. They're fucking. That's such a great bit, man. I love Norm McDonald. He's so funny.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be our first podcast that has our new logo in it, which is a picture of Josh's asshole. And he will be making it himself.
I'll do it. I'll do it, dude. I have no fear. I'll do it.
I think that's what they're afraid
6
of.
likes and Josh will show his asshole. Actually 5. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, 5.
A
'Cause
Kickstarter for $5 for Josh to show his asshole. On an audio podcast, I would do that immediately.
I just didn't need to be able to show it or to buy an app on the App Store.
we
It's
have.
$5.
I have
Just
seen.
take a picture of my asshole.
Yeah, if you combine the life moments, I've seen Shay naked, but only in
same.
bits.
Bits.
Only in little bits, so I have to piece them together in my mind to see the whole picture.
I don't know. I don't know if Tyler can say that. I know I can say because we were in.
I think y'all have seen the
together.
majority of my body.
Yeah, the only thing I haven't seen.
I've seen you. I remember hanging out with you and
No, the only thing
Well,
I can.
okay, I did
in
that one
band.
thing where I
just
where you
walk-
opened the door and my pants were down.
yeah. Oh yeah. He like literally a few months ago. I answer my door and he's got his shirt up and his pants down, like he's just ass spread, and I'm like, you're in public. This wasn't something that happened in high school. This happened like a few months ago.
Is
Nice.
that why you're getting so defensive over Louis?
Nudity is funny,
He called me and said he was jerking off, bro.
but I mean the difference is
I've
I only
seen
do
the
it in
naked
front
Difference
of
is
you
that
Shay
assholes.
tells you when he jerks off
We
on
have
the
a
phone.
guest. I'm not gonna appear naked.
You have literally been like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go piss before we start recording and come out with your dick out like
No, he was
4
saying-
times.
I
He
mean,
was
most
saying-
of the time it's my nuts.
While pissing.
or nuts.
No, he said while pissing that he's not putting his pants back.
Yeah, he's
That's what
literally
was
said that
happening.
twice. Yeah.
All I'm saying is,
I drop my pants to the floor in case anyone wants to come cross streams with me.
so
Just to know that I'm the dominant one.
I'll take my pants off and fold them up
Just so they
to
know my
prove how
dick's
more dominant I
bigger.
am.
I drop my pants to the floor, I pull my shirt up, I hold it with my fucking neck. Just like that. I'll do it every fucking baseball game.
That was a great picture you painted
Yeah.
for our audience. God damn it.
His nuts just hanging down way lower than they should. Yeah, you've all seen it. Every single one of you pissing at the trough have seen it.
Dude, the fucking shirt. Oh,
And that means something because, he's a solid,
I knew exactly what you were talking about as soon as you said that.
Dude,
I was
there's
like,
always
I
that
know.
one.
pants to the floor,
He's got
boxers
a hat
at the
on,
knees,
and his promo.
Now, are these trough toilets that they do?
Yeah, dude.
It's
Like
at
the
every
fucking
baseball
trough.
Every
game.
fucking baseball
Every
game.
hockey game.
I don't know about hockey.
I
I've seen one of
do
those
like
all the
Basketball
time.
games sometimes.
I do like the length of them because I do like to spell out my name while I go. I mean, other than that, the lack of privacy is a little off-putting.
I know that football and baseball have them. It's incredible.
I just try to get a cup full of the universe and try to taste it.
That's fucking horrible.
You know,
So sick.
No, P is sterile. He's good. He gets a little bit of every race, and then he gets the powers.
What, you don't wonder what it smell like?
If you drink the piss of another race, you get their powers.
Their
That's how
powers.
that
Like,
works.
he's drank my pee before, so he can handle his wine really well.
God damn it, Tyler. You goddamn Italian whore.
I only drink pee in the case of mouth stingray stings.
So you specifically
No, you're
get
not.
stung in the mouth?
When I'm eating
Jellyfish.
stingrays, and jellyfish.
I don't think the stingrays are the ones.
It's the same.
Stingrays are the ones that impale you in the heart.
Yeah, that's
No,
they're
jellyfish.
poisonous, right?
Jellyfish are the one that
Jellyfish
you're.
are
It's
No.
a myth. It's
No,
a myth.
you're
You're
not-
not supposed
you're
to
not
do
You're not
that.
supposed to do that, I know. But it's still a fun joke to perpetuate.
No, it is not, because when you get stung by a jellyfish and you get out of the pool
horrible.
and your arm's bleeding red and everyone's like, oh, let me pee on you. Shut the fuck up, I
Yeah.
need some cream, you asshole.
I mean, the last time that you got stung by a jellyfish, it was really bad, right?
Yeah, I got stung by one.
Like you've
in the
been to
Mediterranean.
Galveston enough times, like I would expect it. You've seen enough jellyfish just like washed up, and they were fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
But I've never been stung by a jellyfish. Maybe
I was
got-
stung by one
Me
in the
neither.
Mediterranean, and I was the one that the lifeguard used to figure out if they were too close to the shore.
the answer is yes.
The answer was yes. Yeah. And I
Guys,
had,
we need to move that buoy. If we could just.
yes, I did that onto him, so I squished him, so it's like bleeding right here and here.
Oh,
And,
that probably hurt more
You're
because
supposed
it's your
to,
armpit.
yeah, you're supposed to put a shaving cream on it. But here's the thing: I had a concert that night, and I played trombone.
Oh,
so I'm like, oh. And we played this song called "The Snake Was on His Way to a Gig," and the tempo was like 190.
Anything with snake is gonna be fucking fast,
like trombone
smart,
slowly. I'm like,
short notes.
I'm crying while I'm playing, but I did really well.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course
that's
you did.
gnarly. I got stung out when I
And
lived
trust
out
me,
in-
I wish that pee thing worked because I was in the bathroom. I'm like, let's go anyways. Like,
I got stung when I lived out in California. It's
you're supposed to use shaving cream.
fucking sucks. I don't remember. I was young. I don't remember how we dealt
So-
with it.
The two things you
That's
do.
just as terrifying for the lifeguard as it was for you. Like he's never experienced that before, and you know it.
Yeah, and I don't speak Italian. Well, I mean, I do, but I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't speak English. I mean, he does, but he's terrible at it. And then
So you're just
together, together we're just like bumbling on this half English conversation about like, and then he can just see it turn red, and he's like, oh, and it's like, but what you're supposed to do is you take a credit card and you scrape against the way of the
Yeah.
sting,
And you
to,
get the sting
to get
out,
the
yeah.
stingers out because they latch into you.
Same ways.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
dude.
and then you
Oh.
and then you put like they give you this like aloe vera like cream that does nothing, but putting shaving cream on it actually does help.
So I've never told this story.
So I was just
I
like,
didn't know that.
before.
I thought it
just
was.
like going to town.
My
It was fun.
dad fucking lied to me, dude. What the fuck?
I've got a story.
He just wanted to pee on you.
Maybe, I guess so.
God.
Dad, you piece of fucking shit. Fucking peeing on your 9-year-old kid. I hope I turn out
It
like
works.
you when I get that old.
It was probably canon at the time.
It works, son. It works, son. Princess will do anything. What a dumbass.
I can't believe you fucking believe me.
We were fishing in last time I went up to Canada. We were fishing at my uncle's lake house, and he's
You're
got
not
this neighbor.
jellyfish in Canada, you
No,
fucking pussy.
So
Shut
listen,
up.
he's got this neighbor who's just this old guy with Parkinson's, and he's a really nice guy. But he we come back from fishing, and we caught a couple fish, and we're like frying them up, and we're just kind of sitting around. And he comes by and he goes, "Oh, hey, is Ken around?" And that's my uncle, and we're like, "Yeah, I mean, I think he went to go get gas." And he's like, "Okay," and he's got his hand behind his back, and he pulls it out, and he's put a fish hook through 2 of his fingers.
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have left.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like 2 individual fish hooks or one fish
Like,
hook?
One
two
fish hook, 2 fingers. These 2 fingers.
I mean,
yeah.
why was he trying to
Point
catch
middle
fish
finger.
with his fingers? You use
So-
worms.
He has Parkinson's, so he's like shaking. And he just puts it
No,
in
no,
his
stop laughing. Stop making.
Yeah. And my grandmother was an ER nurse, so she comes out.
I'm going to hell, like the third ring of it.
So funny. And she goes, okay, Dave, this is gonna hurt. And she goes, the only way that we can get this back out is to pull it back through the barbed way. So the barbs have to go backwards through your...
you cut it.
Yeah, you cut it for...
can't do it. There's the chance that it would splinter off and that he would actually have to have surgery.
Not if it's metal.
Yes, if it's metal.
Not if you... What? No.
Yes, she's seen enough shit to know.
So the moral...
Shitty metal... No, that's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
He has
it's
Parkinson. He doesn't need his hands anyway.
God damn.
It's not like you can use them.
I'm sorry. That is, I feel so terrible, and
So-
my uncle is developing that, and I feel really bad.
It's really terrible, yeah.
But at the same time, it's hilarious to watch him like take pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, stay in focus. I love it. I love it. Like that's the only person I'd let take pictures of me.
Yeah.
Because
they always come out so good looking.
they're framed so well so many times. But
Oh, man.
it's not a funny disease. But sorry.
She did pull the thing back out of Dave's finger, and my uncle comes back, and he goes, "Oh, Dave, again?"
Oh no! Stop. Okay.
Second
Damn,
time.
that poor man.
Sorry. Well, moral of the story: if you get Parkinson's, don't go fishing.
Dude loves to go fishing.
Yeah, fair enough. What you should do is you should do that. Do fly fishing.
Fly fishing.
Yeah, because they don't need bait for that. What you do is because the bait is like it's a little hook you put on it.
Yeah.
But they just follow it because they think it's a bug, and then they end up biting the hook too.
Well, we do trolling, which is just pulling it behind
That's
the
a
boat.
Canadian thing.
That
right
is
there. That might be the most Canadian thing you've said on this podcast. We go
Trolling.
trolling?
Yeah, you troll
sorry.
the fish.
Fuck does that
Well,
mean?
he eats his Putin after visiting.
He goes and hunts
Poutine-
trolls
Poutine-
in
what is it called?
Saskatchewan? What is this,
Putin-
God of War?
Putin? What's that meal called? Putin, Canadian like breakfast. Poutine. There we go.
God, I wish y'all were as funny as
After
me.
visiting the Holton Donut Shop. What? No, is that a real thing?
Tyler can't
Tim
spell,
Hortons?
so...
Tim Hortons. There we go.
There you go. You
So-
almost got the joke.
Doesn't matter. I'm not Canadian.
You're almost funny.
Oh. I'll move to Canada and I'll learn your ways and I'll come back and I'll be funny.
What was I talking about? I lost my train of thought.
Troll hunting.
Trolling.
Okay.
hunting.
Hunting trolls like a
We,
Danish person.
Trolling.
You get in a motorboat and you just troll. Okay, so
He
you
really gets online
you
and just
cast
trolls.
out as many lines as you have behind the boat, and then you just drive the boat at really slow speed, and the lines all are on them.
Like a speedboat or like just a regular boat?
Speedboat.
Just a fishing boat.
Speedboat.
So, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of a jet ski. My bad.
You can do it on a jet ski.
I mean,
Josh doesn't know what a boat is.
just anything that moves, you can just anything that moves slowly.
Rowboat.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just swim, holding it behind you.
The point is, rather than reeling in, you move the boat with the rod on it, so it still looks like the fish is moving through the water, and fish will try to attack.
So
that.
my uncle is a really big fishing, hunting guy, exotic animal game hunting.
And you've never heard
And,
of trolling.
Well, I mean, that's how you catch tuna and marlin, because they're so fast that you can't reel it fast enough to trick them into it. To them, it's like a blink of an eye. So, and you also can't, when they hook on the line, they're so powerful and fast that you can't reel them in just with your hands. So you use
Ocean fishing is a totally different animal.
It's insane. So what you do is you tie your rod in, and you have just a little bait, and you just slowly, as soon as it hooks, you put like this cap thing on it and lock the fucking twister thingy in place.
You just crank the fuck
and then you just fucking shoot the boat off as fast as you can. Because I mean, these things can go 35 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's insane, and
tire it the fuck out and then try to reel it in.
Yeah,
I go fishing the way God intended with a stun gun, and I swim up to it and wrestle.
I don't know if God intended stun guns, maybe a spear.
You drop a bug zapper into the water.
You get right on top of the tuna. You get right on top of the tuna, and you have to swim kind of like a tuna so they don't suspect you. So you flop on your
The
side.
fish are floating.
Oh.
You grab it and you get it right in the gills with a stun gun, just right there.
I was at Trader's Village the other day. they were selling stun guns for $15.
Hell yeah.
And I
Hell yeah.
legitimately thought about it. Like, I'm just gonna tase the fuck out of Josh. It's
I'm
gonna be
not
hilarious.
ever.
I'd be down, dude. I'll fucking do it for the podcast.
I'm
be
not
afraid to
ever
own
getting
one,
a stun
man.
gun because I know that like one of my friends is gonna get drunk and stun the other one. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like-
or I'm gonna stun myself.
Yeah, or,
I've been tased.
or I'm gonna try to turn my Xbox on
I
with it or something. I don't
electively.
know. Like I'm gonna
No,
do
Shay went
something
to prison.
stupid.
Shay did hard time. Like.
They did a hard time in prison,
No.
Canadian prison, where
Canadian.
they they gave him
so it
Canadian
wasn't
bacon every
really
morning.
that bad.
My buddy said that he got
Cantaloupe.
a taser that was the same wattage as police tasers, not just civilian tasers. Yeah, whatever. And
stronger.
yeah, it's stronger. And so
Yeah, but
I was
like-
like, dude, tase me with it. And
No.
he was like, not until you graduate. And then you can like actually make your own decisions. And I was like, fine. And I was 17 at the time. And then like 6 months later, I graduated. And I was like, dude, tase me at my graduation
You dumb
party.
idiot.
Wow.
Yeah, and he dropped me, and I shit my pants, and it was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Well, at least he gave you
You
like
need help,
some
sir.
time to think about it, and you thought about it and still did it.
I thought it was a funny idea.
That's
it
why
was
they
a
call-
funny idea, and I don't regret it.
That's why they call you brown pants.
That is some shit.
They call
Ain't
me
that
brown
some
pants
shit?
because I have amazing colors of pants.
You know who Gwen
I'm
Stefani
wearing
is,
red
right?
pants right
Yeah.
now.
The love of my life. These
Yeah, I heard you guys are
fuckers
getting
don't
married.
know. We are
I
getting
thought that was
married. Thank you.
Beyonce.
What?
I thought that was Beyonce.
I love Beyonce, but I can't have her. She's a
She's
literal
already,
literal queen.
Oh my god. I googled
Literal?
police taser
Literal.
voltage. What the fuck?
Like,
There's no way.
she
Yeah,
is-
it's ridiculous. It's like
Is it like 2,500?
it's
6,500.
50,000. It's 50,000 volts, but I feel like
That's scary.
it probably
No,
got a
no,
low
you're just
current.
supposed to-
Depends on the officer too.
you're not supposed to tase for more than 6 seconds, but they do,
Very much.
and they do
depends
it
on
over
the
and over
officer.
again.
Because it's not killing them.
Because yeah,
Well, you do
But
it once
did-
to stop their heart, the next time to start their heart, so you're doing a
Jesus.
favor.
you know, just a
Christ.
little bit of Dane Bremage.
Yeah.
It cycles for 5 seconds before shutting off, so you can only do it for 5. But
Yeah.
then you can reload the
But then you
cartridge
do it
and
again,
do it
yeah.
again. Which I have seen on World Star Hip Hop, and it's wow.
God
What
bless World Star
insane.
for all the ridiculous shit that pops up on that
I
website.
fucking love World Star. You ready? You need to go?
No,
I'm good.
We're at about an hour 6.
No, this was
cut it.
not the last joke. Shay has
Alright.
the last joke. Shay, tell it.
Shay told the last joke.
I hope I die.
So midget
Same.
walks into a bar.
Here we
They're called hobbits, but go on.
I don't have the rest of the joke.
Oh.